hike was amazing. It was beautiful. We started off walking and then we got multiple points. There were these like wind blasted cliffs, like dropped right off onto the edge of the water. The water was like bluest water I've ever seen. The cliffs were amazing. We went down and then back up again and then across, and then we got to the beach, which again was just like this private wind-swept beach with these beautiful waves. It was amazing. It was like maybe the most beautiful place I've ever been to.
It was so beautiful walking over along the cliffs and seeing the ocean, the water, and then getting to the kind of secret-ish beach was so cool. Like the water, the waves, everyone was so excited, the sun. It was just amazing to be with the team and then the walk back, listening to music. It was just super enjoyable and just as cheesy as it sounds, like it felt like one with like nature and my team, which is silly, but yeah, it was enjoyable to just get to have that like big last hurrah of being active and also seeing like the beautiful nature of Australia.
My favorite part of the trip was definitely the second to last day when we went on that hike, just because it was beautiful views, beautiful scenery, like a pretty easy hike. And I didn't feel very touristy and felt very like, I don't know, I felt one with nature, some would say.
Yeah, all of the girls loved it. Oh my god, some of the freshmen were running like crazy people. It was hot. It was like, gosh, 90 degrees, and we were just walking. It was a very mellow hike, which I appreciate. Not because I don't like hiking, I love hiking, but after a few days of 4-hour practices, I don't really want to go on a very intense hike, so it was nice that it was a very mellow hike, and then we got to go swimming in the ocean afterwards, which was just beautiful, and the views were stunning.
Me and a few of the other girls decided to just kind of like speed walk it, and it was tiring, but it was beautiful. I think it was probably the like coolest thing that we've done on this trip. It was just so amazing. I've never seen anything like the landscape and the scenery. I've never seen anything like it. The beach was so kind of like private because it was just such a long walk to get there. It was so amazing. By far, I think one of the highlights of this trip.
My favorite part of the hike was definitely when we got to the beach at the end. It was nice. I was like all bundled up in my rash guard and like my towel over my head, and it was like a nice opportunity. We were all like kind of sweating, and it was like obviously like beautiful views, but just to get to the end of it and have this like beautiful like secluded like private beach to just like all get in together and just like kind of cool off and take some fun photos and just like cool off, and then be able to like turn back around.
I have always really appreciated it, and I love that Felix and the Brown team really puts an emphasis on being part of like the greater community. Like when we come into some place, like even at Brown, we focus on giving back to the community. So I think it was a really important aspect of being able to do something important and impactful, not just in the water, but in the community. And I also think with Australia, there's a lot of, like with climate change, there's a lot of ecological ups and downs. And so to be able to be part of something that can impact the world and also the environment of Australia is really cool.
We went to the Barry Island Reserve, and we're helping out with like mulching and trying to like maintain some of the like more natural like ecosystem and prevent some like invasive species from coming in, and that was like definitely like a very rewarding, very cool time. I think it's like really important in our program like to emphasize like community service and like giving back, and it's something that we don't just do like this, you know, it's not the first time we've done it. We do it like every year. We'll do like Swim Across America and different things, so I'm like really glad that Felix incorporated it as like part of this like trip, to be like, this is not just like let's go like have fun. It's like really about immersing ourselves and also like being very like respectful to like the communities that we're coming into.
Oh, I thought it was really awesome that we were able to do that and like learn so much about the indigenous lands that Australia is pretty much built on. And I mean, not that community service was necessarily any fun, but like we kind of made it a competition with the men's team and to see how much mulch we could actually like put on and how much work we could do and who was more efficient. And like between me and the team, I'd say the girls did a lot better. We were very efficient with it, and it was a lot of fun being able to just work hard with everyone, and seeing the coaches get into it too was pretty cool.
It was a lot of hard work, but I mean, everyone had fun with it. I know we made the little chain line and everyone was cracking jokes, and I mean, even the coaches got in to help, and I think it was just a really good experience.
They had a huge pile of mulch and we all just tackled it together and moved it to where the park rangers basically told us where to put it. And it was actually so much fun. It was a huge bonding experience. All of us were just having fun. And then afterwards we got to explore the island and got to hear a lot about the history and see some cool carvings, which I really love because I'm a huge anthropology archaeologist lover, so that was super interesting as well.
They showed us one of these plants that has seraphins in it, so it's like a soap. When you rub it together with water, it makes like bubbles and it helps you clean your hands. And then there's another tree that has like red sap, and the Aboriginals would use it to like numb their mouths. If they had like a toothache, they would chew on the sap.
We took a tour of just how the Aboriginal people there, what they used to eat and how they hunted, and then especially when they showed us the carving in the rock and what they used to, how that's a sacred place that they would carve. I thought that was all really cool just to see how they interacted with the island and how you can still see evidence of that today.